Well, Keefe D is still locked up.
Right.
And recently he was beat up by the COs.
What?
You heard about this?
No.
Okay. Yeah. He was actually in court talking about it to the judge, saying that he was set up and the COs beat him up and so forth. So that actually happened.
Uh-oh.
According to the story I heard, and I don't know whether it's true or not, but it's a relatively reliable source. The story I heard was, like in county, you get one mattress.
Right.
But sometimes you end up getting an extra mattress, which makes your stay more comfortable.
Right.
Most times, COs just look the other way and don't care because it's a mattress.
Right.
But I heard that during, some sort of, when they're going through the cells, they see the extra mattress and they say, you got to take away the extra mattress.
Right.
And he starts to argue. Nah, I'm 60-something years old. I got cancer. And an argument ensued and they end up, putting hands on him. That's the story I heard.
That could happen. But do he go that far about a mat that he know he ain't supposed to have? Once you do that, in jail, prison or in the county jail, once you become disrespectful, disruptive, and get on just one bad nerves and just fuck with one officer, they're not gonna like you. And they can make your day fucked up. They can fuck with your store. They can fuck with anything in there. They can take your stamps, paper, pen. They can throw all that shit away. What the fuck can you do?
Yeah.
And here's a guy that been in prison before. He know out of jail. So I don't see him fucking going through all of that to be 60 years old and complain about I'm old.
Well, yeah. I mean, he had done a lot of prison time before, but he is now older, and I'm sure he's a lot more frustrated at the situation because the other times he went to prison, it was for things that he actually did. Now he's in prison because he chose to talk about something.
Right.
This could have been avoided.
Right.
And people like to call me the police and so forth and claim, like, for example, Pee Wee Longway just got arrested over these drug charges. And people bringing up my interview from 10 years ago where he denied being a gangster on any level. That, here's why he's in jail, because this 10-year-old Vlad interview where he denied everything. But the one time that I am familiar with my material being used, my interview being used in a court case is the Keefe D interview. I'm pretty sure it's going to be used. And I'm sure it already was used in terms of the grand jury. Now, did Las Vegas police reach out to you at all?
They came to my house.
Oh, really?
And I didn't know how they knew I was in Victorville. So when they came to my house, they was talking about Keefe D. My whole thing was, I can't do nothing with that. Y'all been talking to this man and listening to his interviews for years. He told on himself. I'm raising my grandson, man. I'm not living like that. No, I can't. I'm not into that.
I mean, when you heard my first interview with Keefe D, you watched the whole thing?
Yeah.
What was your initial impression?
Your interview was just like Art of Dialogues and everybody else's. He talked too much. It wasn't, and then your interview wasn't like Art's because Art was like a lawyer, like a district attorney asking him questions, and he made sure he answered that shit. And it was so on a different level. But from your interview to everybody else's, he pretty much was consistent on what happened and things that, happened then. That ain't nobody's fault but Keefe D. His comrades, his people was telling him, shut the fuck up, his people. And he didn't want to listen. And some people backed away from him because of the way he was going. So now at the end of the day, we gonna start crying wolf because we here. Ain't nothing wrong with trying to bail out of jail. Ain't nothing wrong with wanting to be on the street. But take accountability for why you in here. Hit yourself in the motherfucking head for saying, if I'd only shut the fuck up, I'd be at home with my wife.